Today we're going to attempt to repair our Kitchenaid 4-slice K411 toaster. The problem is that when you push the levers down, they don't stick, and the toast then cannot be toasted. To begin, unplug your toaster and remove the front plastic knobs on the sliders. This may require a knife, screwdriver or two to pry the levers off. You can also look for a video on how to do this. It's a little bit tricky. The levers easily break, although they still may be usable even if the little latch that holds them in breaks. Once you have the levers off, flip the toaster over and remove the 6 outer spanner screws, pointed to here by 6 black arrows, 3 on top, 3 on the bottom. These screws require a special screwdriver. There's 4 additional spanner screws marked with blue, which you don't need to remove, and there's 4 Phillips head screws, which you probably don't need to remove. However, you may need to, as we'll see later. The spanner screwdriver used here has an inner diameter of about 2.3 to 2.5 millimeters between the lugs of the spanner, the tines of the screwdriver. Someone close to this will remove the outer 6 screws and then flip the toaster back over again and carefully lift off the top, lift it up about an inch or two until you see the white connectors, 7-pin electrical connectors in the front, 1 for each side. Separate these connectors. They connect the shade knob to the rest of the toaster. You may need a screwdriver to loosen them and pry them loose. Here's a little video showing some of these steps. The white connectors have already been removed in this case. You tip back the cover, and now you can see the basic mechanism. The problem here is that when you push down on this lever, it often does not catch and hold. There is an electromagnet at the bottom that holds the clip in. However, this clip, in many cases, will not catch if there is a problem, such as we had. Levers also control the on and off of the power to the coils, and everything must be aligned well in order for things to work properly. As you're flipping the cover back, you may notice yellow grounding wires. Take care with those that those don't get pinched or come disconnected when you reassemble the toaster. As you're looking at this lever mechanism, some things to check for. Make sure that the stiff contact wire is in place and catches properly, and makes a connection by connecting a relay contact over to the right where the black and white wires are shown here. There's also a metal pole called the fire pole that the whole mechanism slides up and down on. This pole may become dislodged from its base, as we'll see. And also make sure that the electromagnetic and its surroundings are all crumb-free. You can use a compressed air or a small brush or broom, or a vacuum to clean that out. In our case, the problem turned out to be that this fire pole pointed to the white arrow had become dislodged from its black plastic holder at the bottom, and this resulted in the whole mechanism being displaced by about half an inch, which then made the whole connection mechanism with the electromagnet not function. This was solved by loosening the 4 Phillips screws on the bottom of the toaster, marked with blue arrows a couple slides earlier, and then replacing the pole within its black holder, and then tighten everything up again. Now it's time to reassemble the toaster. Flip the cover back into place. Careful not to pinch the yellow ground wires. As you're replacing the cover, when it's most of the way down, you'll want to reconnect the white electrical connectors. There's 2, one on each side. At the top of the toaster, as you're putting the last of the cover into place, there are 8 little metallic tabs, which all slip in simultaneously, front and back of each slice slot. It's a little bit of maneuvering to get all 8 in place at once so they don't slip out again. Then flip your toaster over, replace any screws you've removed, and watch around the edges to make sure the case clips securely back into place. Flip your toaster back right side up and replace the plastic lever arms. When you are putting the case back on, make sure those the metallic slots which stick out, which control the lever arms and which stick out of the 2 vertical slots, have made it out and are not stuck inside the toaster. Everything is ready and set to go. We set our toaster on the shade setting 1 all the way to the left. That gives us about a 2-minute toast time for light brown toast, and your toasting's preferences may vary. Thank you.